All right, you've been through the LSAT grind and now you're at the application crossroads. What law school should you apply to? Or more specifically, how do you choose a law school? Because all law schools are mostly the same, right? You end up with the same degree, more or less learn the same things, and you prepare for a similar version of the bar exam, right? Not quite. Every law school has its strengths and weaknesses, and they can include anything from future career prospects and prestige of the program to the debt you'll graduate with and the general vibe of the campus. You need to laser focus your list of schools to find those that truly fit you and your goals. Also keep in mind where you've got a fair shot at admission. Let's start with the most obvious decision factor, your individual stats, because, as with most things in life, it's a numbers game. All law schools have a median LSAT score, and the same goes for GPA. Hit or exceed a school's median LSAT and GPA, you're in the game. Below the 25th percentile, that might be a stretch, but you've got a fighting chance. You can also be a splitter, which is someone with a high LSAT score, but a low GPA, or a reverse splitter, which is the opposite, high GPA, lower LSAT score. For better or worse, law schools play the rank game too. Part of the reason they care so much about LSAT scores and GPA is because they want to be seen as the best of the best. It helps their ranking and graduate employment prospects. Just remember, a law school's ranking, much like your own stats, doesn't tell the full story. Consider schools that'll boost your higher ability and help you tackle that mountain of debt. Which brings us to the money talk. Law school's expensive, point blank. However, some schools are more generous with their financial aid than others, and many schools will also award scholarships to students that meet certain requirements. You'll also need to think of the long game. Grads from the top law schools statistically get higher paying starting salaries because they're working at top firms. So, in the long run, you might graduate with more debt, but you'll be able to pay it back more quickly and be set up for a better financial future. Now let's talk about some other factors, like location. If you're set on living or practicing in a specific city, that narrows your options, because let's face it, internships and networking don't just happen. Your school might as well be your career launchpad. Speaking of networking, don't ignore a school's size. A big class means more opportunities for networking, but a smaller class makes for a more personalized experience. The size of a school can shape your experience, so choose your playground wisely. Finally, there are some other questions you might want to ask before deciding on a school. Are there clinic or internship opportunities? How strong is the alumni network? Who are the school's most acclaimed professors? What's the bar passage rate? What support is available to students and alumni? No matter what schools you choose, if you do your own research, you'll hopefully end up at the school of your dreams. And to give you the best chance, you need to make sure your LSAT score is competitive, and that's where Blueprint Prep can help. So check out the rest of our channel and click the links in the description below for more law school advice and free LSAT prep resources.